Hey everybody, it's Coach Brian. This is part 3 of our discussion on goalkeeper distribution after a save from the other team. We're going to talk about 2 topics in this one, and it's going to be a quick one. The first is what's called the quick distribution. So the goalkeeper has 4 seconds to get rid of the ball, and in part 1 and part 2, the goalkeeper pretty much used the entire 4 seconds, or maybe 2, 3, 4 seconds of that to get rid of the ball and wait for the wings to get wide and create those big giant windows that the goalkeeper was able to distribute the ball through. But there are times if the goalkeeper makes a nice clean save, just a catch, and he picks his head up and notices as he starts running to the top of the box that somebody's wide open and a fast break has already started, that he can get rid of that ball. So in this example, the blue team has the ball over here, and this number 3, their right wing, is one crafty dude, and he's going to put a really sick move on our left wing and get right around him and take a shot, but our goalie is too good, and the goalie saves the ball. And as soon as the goalie saves the ball, because he caught it nice and clean, he starts to sprint towards the top of the box, even while all the players are still kind of clearing out on their own. And you can see from our earlier discussion, our left wing went wide and our pivot went up the field and our right wing is going wide. But as the goalie runs up here towards the top of the box, he looks up and sees, number 1, our pivot has inside position on their fixo, and there's nobody whatsoever and from this point forward. So in this case, the goalie could just easily distribute the ball right down the field here, send a little bit of a pass, even a roll down the field, and let our guy just race down here and go get it. Let's see if I can do this with some arrows. Come on down here and go get it, and take on the other team's fixo one-on-one if need be. And if possible, if the goalie does a really nice job distributing the ball, and our pivot is able to cut off the angle for the fixo, then he might have a one on nobody, just one on the goalie, and a nice goal. So that's the first option. That's called the quick distribution. But let's say the goalie doesn't see this option, and instead they realize, hey, you know what? My right wing is still running to get wide, and I anticipate their left wing to follow him, and I have all of this room. That means I'm going to have all this room in this area in a minute, because as their wing follows our wing over to the side, it's going to be this giant, and as one keeps running down the field here, it's going to make a giant area of the court. There is no rule in futsal that says that the goalkeeper can't play the ball with his feet. So if the goalkeeper continues to run up the court and drops the ball on the ground as he's about to cross out of the penalty area, the goalkeeper could play it with his feet and see if the play develops a different way. So let's push forward here and see that the goalkeeper has entered that box, and when he does, their pivot, their fixo, and their left wing notice exactly what's happening, but they notice just a little too late, so they start closing in on the goalkeeper, and when they do, we have our left wing is streaking down the sideline. He's going to be wide open. He's behind this guy. Our pivot actually gets an extra step on their fixo because their fixo is now coming over to get the ball from our goalkeeper. And that makes this pass down the field even easier and the break even sweeter for our pivot to go against their goalie one-on-none. The other thing that the goalie could do is after he's taken a couple of touches here, a couple dribbles, he just puts his right foot or left foot on the ball and pulls it back. And as this guy is still coming this way because he thinks that the goalie's going to keep moving here, so he's going to intercept the goalie where he thinks he's going, the goalie just turns and fires a pass down here to our streaking wing, and now we've got a 2-on-none, which is a beautiful option as well. So let's rewind again from the top. We have the guy makes a sick move, our goalie makes a nice clean save, and immediately sprints out to the top of the box. This is really big for any goalkeeper that happens to be there. If you catch it clean, start running to the top of the box as fast as possible, because you might catch the other team sleeping, and you might have the ability to then send that ball down to your streaking pivot. It's possible maybe the fixo wasn't fast enough getting back and the pivot is even more wide open. You never know what you're going to see. So catch it clean, start running to the top of the box and look for an option. And if there's no option there and everyone's running away from you, it's always an option for you to just put the ball on the floor and dribble it out of the box a little bit. Don't go too far. Once you get to this point, if there's still nobody open, do me a favor, do your coaches a favor, and your parents a favor so they don't all have heart attacks, and just kick that ball down here into the corner. And we talked about that a little bit in one of the earlier parts of goalkeeper distribution. Sure, that's going to give the blue team a kick in, but it's going to be really deep in their territory, and we might intercept their kick in and score a goal. It also gives you the opportunity to run back into the goal and protect the goal, which is your primary responsibility. So that's it for this video.